Hello student, my name is Nisa Ayu Kaini with the student identity number namely 21130111056 from Math Education and I'm from Undiksa University. Okay, today we're going to learn about probability. Okay, student, what is the probability? Probability, uh, what? Okay. Probability is a part of math that deals with the happening of random events. Probability is to predict how likely events occur or do not occur. The probability of an event is between 0 and 1 only and can also be written in percentage of fraction. Okay, maybe there are three things we need to understand. The first is the sample space. The sample space is the set of all possible outcomes for an experiment or event. That's number two is the sample points. Sample point is a member of the sample space or probability that occurs. Okay, and then is an event number three is the set of prober itself in the sample space, or it can be set a subset of the sample space of an experiment. Okay, and next, in probability, there are two kinds of probabilities. In the first probability is empirical probability. Empirical probability is the comparisons between the frequency of events NA and experiment conducts NS. This is a formula for the empirical probability PA equals NA per NH. The information is that PA is the probability, NA is the number in FNA, and NH is the number of members in the sample space set. Okay. Okay, is number two is theoretical probability. Theoretical probability is the comparison between the expected of event to the frequency of possible event or sample space. Okay, here is the formula. The theoretical probability PA equals to NA per NS. The information is that PA is the probability and A is expected frequency of event A, and NS is the frequency of all experiments. Okay. Next is the multiple events probabilities. A compound event is a combination of several events to form a new event. The probability of this new event is known as the probability of multiple events. The probability of a compound event is divided into number one, complementary probability of an event. The complement of events A is usually denoted a power of complements. The sum of the event A and its complement result in the value of 1. Mathematically, is the formulated as follows: PA plus B multiple BA power of complements equals 1. And number two is probability summations. Probability sum applies to two events, namely mutually exclusive event and not mutually exclusive events. What the difference between the two? Mutually exclusive event is independent event are two events that cannot occur simultaneously. That is, the intersection between the two events is zero. And not mutually exclusive events is events can take place simultaneously. In these events, there is an intersection between one event and another. Okay. And next is the first example is questions. From for example, in a football match held 10 times, the Indonesian team won 5 times, drew 3 times, and lost 2 times. If the Indonesian team plays one more time, the probability of Indonesian team will win is. So we will write the data from the questions, okay? And the first one is football matches are held 10 times. This is the sample space. In a football match 10 times, so we can write ns equals to 10. Okay, the next, because the question is about Indonesian's time, Indonesian's team will win, so we can write the win data. This is the win data. The team has won 5 uh, times. So the NA is equals to 5. So we must write the formula from the probability. Probability of Indonesian's team winnings. Okay, the formula is PA equals to NA over NAs. So we can PA equals to NA is the NA is 5, then NA is from the data. NS equals to 10, so we can write 10, okay? 5 over 10 equals to 1 half or equals to 0.5. So the probability of the Indonesian team winning is 0.5. Okay, next, in the second example, let's say in the box, there was yellow cube, two blue cubes, and two green cubes. Okay, a total of 5 cubes. The question is, what is the probability of picking yellow cube out of the box? But how do we get the probability? To determine the probability, we need to divide the number of favorable outcomes by the number of possible outcomes. When you see if your favorable outcome are the specific outcome you are looking for, and the question we are looking for the probability of picking yellow cube. Here we can see only have one yellow cube, so that is our favorable outcome, and then divided by the possible outcome, which is the total number of all possible outcome of an event. Here we have a sample space or the list of total number of all possible outcome, which are one yellow cube, two blue cubes, and two green cubes. Total of 5 cubes. It means that they have 5 possible outcomes. Now, in a fraction form, the probability is 1/5 or the percent. So, in the probability line, the likelihood of this event is unlikely to happen because it is closer to 0. Okay, next. The third example is X nails and 12 nails are present in a box. Among them, half of the nails and half of the nuts are rusted. If an item is chosen at random, what the probability that it is rusted or is a nail? Okay, solution is total rusted items equal 4 plus 6 equals 10. Unrusted nail equals 4. Required probability equals 4 plus 10 over x plus 12 equals 14 over 20 equals 7 over 10. Okay. Okay, thank you for your attention and see you soon.